Welcome to Moon Harbor Extended. Today's issue is Cosmic, issue 11, Do the Monster Mal. On the cover, we see Mal flying in space above the beach planet. Their eyes burn with an intense fury, and gusts of flame glow all around them. We turn the page and our story begins. So I think we see like this wave of this mental scream radiating out from Mason, and as it hits the like tentacle whipping Jet around, the tentacle kind of loses cohesion and just drops Jet and starts to dissipate onto the boardwalk. And then the wave continues on, hits Ovi, and just all of the nanobots just fall off of you.
I'm free.
At that, though, I think everyone kind of takes the moment to look down, and we see that a large amount of this boardwalk has been taken over by this goo from the original hit when Mal stabbed the umbrella through him.
Where is this cloud at the moment?
It is spread out above you. Like looking out, you kind of can't see the edge of it from where you are. You don't know how far across the planet it's spread, but it's been spreading out since it arrived.
Okay, since Jet's water worked pretty well against royal oil, Ovi's going to try to do a pretty big portal. I'm trying to open a portal in the ocean and another one on top of the cloud just to let all of this water come raining down.
Oh my god.
Gonna take a wild guess that that's an unleash.
Yeah, that feels like an unleash.
Oh, thank God, that's an 8.
All right, either mark a condition or I'll tell you it's unstable or temporary.
I'm definitely marking a condition. I'm not risking unstable or temporary. Which one, though? I'm going to mark guilty. I still feel pretty bad about portaling the entire planet away from the sun.
That's fair. Do you want to tell us what that looks like on the page, or do you want me to roll with it?
We see Obi look into the water, and we just see this like massive portal open up in the water that's like kind of hard to see since it's underwater. And then we see her look up, and a massive portal goes above the cloud, and then I think we see the water start to fall.
Excellent. And I think like when we see the portal open, we start seeing like this whirlpool forming above it. It's all sucked in. And we see that portal open, we see the water start to come out, and then our next panel is Mal floating outside atmosphere. Mal, what are you doing?
So there's a whirlpool like from the sky pouring down onto the clouds.
Yeah.
I want to go through the middle of that whirlpool, and I want to essentially just become this massive meteor. I'm like gathering space debris all around me. I assume we landed in an area that had a lot of debris in it because that feels right for Ovi's chaotic portaling. And I'm going to go through the center of this whirlpool and just crash onto the boardwalk in this like explosion of fire and debris and chaos.
Question. Since Mal is back, how does Mal react to a bunch of water raining down on them? Like, I don't even think it's rain. It's kind of like a whole big drop.
I'm on the other side of it. I'm in the atmosphere. So
okay.
Your portal is below me.
Okay,
So
I thought you had landed.
So are you flying through the water stream down?
I think I'm going to be going fast enough that it's not going to affect me. And if anything, I'm just going to like be gathering the steam with me.
I don't think it's gonna hurt you. You're a sun. I'm pretty sure we could pour an ocean into the sun and it'd be fine.
Yeah, that's the plan. I want to like make this look as terrifying as possible. So like steam and debris and fire, and I'm very much trying to directly engage in a terrifying fashion.
Can we please have one panel in there as you're going through the water where we can see that there's like sea life in the water?
Oh my god.
I love that.
So the way I pictured this is we've got this giant torrent of water with like space dolphins and shit flying out of the sky. Mal flying down through the center of it. So like the center of this is like a superheated column of steam. And Mal, what are you trying to hit?
I'm trying to hit. You said that the boardwalk was like all taken over by this sludge, which I do not yet know is nanobots. I still think it's oil.
Okay, so just the boardwalk. Excellent.
Yeah, I'm specifically trying to like light the oil on fire, and like I'm trying to burn him away. Again, I don't know that he's not oil, but regardless, that's my goal.
Awesome. So we get these panels and we see this water kind of mixing with the black nanobot cloud layer, and it seems to be weighing them down and like pulling them down. We see some of them like sparking and going out. So that is clearing out parts of the sky. And Mal, go ahead and roll to directly engage as you slam into the boardwalk where all your friends are.
Would you consider this a terrifying fashion?
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah. I'm
gonna
scared. I'm not even here.
I'm going to mark angry, and now I get to choose an additional option even on a miss.
Cool.
That's an 11, so that's going to be 3 options. I want to take something from them. I want to hit the boardwalk in such a way that I like launch my friends just kind of like out to safety. Like I want to like ripple the boards so they like get knocked aside but don't get hit by this fire.
I don't know if that falls under take something from them.
Could that be creating an opportunity for my allies? You know what? Actually, I don't have that much control right now. I don't have control of where I'm hitting. Last I saw, they were on the beach. So I'm going to create an opportunity for my allies, impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition. And I want that cane. So I'm going to take something from them to get that cane from him.
Okay, cool. So we see our next panel, I think, is the group of the 3 on the boardwalk looking up as Mal is hurtling down at high speeds. And you have a few moments to get out of the way because of the opportunity. The opportunity is a chance to get out of the way, not automatically getting out of the way. What y'all doing?
I'm grabbing both of them and portaling us, I guess, as far out of the way as I can.
Cool. Where do you end up?
Probably not on the boardwalk. I guess the beach that's far enough away from the boardwalk will be safe.
Awesome. So we get the 3 of you popping onto the beach, and I think we get this next panel from your all's perspective. We see the entire boardwalk there's a huge explosion, and once the dust has settled, it's just gone. I think Mal has continued through the boardwalk. There's just a crater in the sand, and I guess that crater is currently filling with water.
Can I make a suggestion for how it looks when the crater fills with water?
Sure.
I think I'm still so hot from this like attack that the water is pouring in all around me and the crater is filling up, but there's just this like pocket around me that is just steam because the water can't even get close to me. I'm so hot right now.
I mean, a little bit of a brag, but sure.
Funny.
Yeah, I think when you hit the sand, like this whole crater is just glass on the outside and just filling with water everywhere but the middle where we just have this column of steam raising up.
Oh, and in the glass, can we just get like hundreds of reflections of Mal standing there?
I think our artist is going to quit, but yeah, sure.
Cool.
God, that would be so hard to actually draw.
It would be so hard to actually draw, but we get like, and I think we see Mal like looking at their own reflections and reacting to them because they look truly terrifying right now. And I think we see that.
Excellent. Excellent.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
Between Ovi destroying the planet and Mal destroying the planet, are we the good guys or are we the baddies?
I mean, that's all I have to say. I don't have an end to that sentence. I'll get to the cane in just a bit. And I think our next panel is going to be the 3 of you kind of on the beach. And we look out, and at this, we see the tentacles that are still on the beach grabbing at people, starting to recede underground, just dropping everyone they have and just receding under the ground. The sky is starting to clear. There's still bits of black, but it is like columning down to the ground, and where it touches, going under the sand. It looks like Royal's very quickly going entirely under. What are you all doing?
Can I still feel the monster mentally?
Yeah.
So it's still alive. Okay.
And what you're feeling is just fear. Like, when you touched his mind before, even when there was a bunch of chaos going on, he was very calm, very focused. Now you are feeling just terror and confusion.
Ovi, the monster is really scared.
I want to set the panel for that. I just want to like reiterate that the 3 of you are standing on the beach when Mason says the monster's really scared. In the background, we see this huge crater, this massive column of steam, like small amounts of debris from the boardwalk scattered about, and this dark sky.
Oh my god. I think after seeing that, Portali is probably emboldened to try to fix this whole no sun situation.
I just love that there's probably like a bunch of people in like swim gear all around this.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, Portali is still in this 1920s swimsuit. Yeah, so I have no idea if it's going to work, but I want to try to picture the sun that we saw earlier and portal us back there?
I would like you to unleash your powers.
Yep. Fucking 6.
I can spend the last team to help that.
Thank God.
When you open up that portal, I don't think we're moving because we aren't currently like revolving around any like central celestial body. So we're just like the planet is standing stock still. So you open the portal, but we don't go through it. And then I fly through the portal and just pull on this thing with my gravity and just like pull the planet back into its rotation.
Delightful. Sorry, I'm trying to let my mind catch up. This whole thing was just fucking wild.
Going all over the place.
Oh.
And I do not want that to be unstable or temporary. That is a terrible idea. So I'm going to mark a condition. I think insecure.
Wow. Okay.
Please don't ask me to react to this, because I don't know how Mason would react to this.
Yeah, I'm a real person. I don't know how I'm reacting to it. My God. Okay. Yeah, we get the panels of this portal ripping open and Mao just pushing with his gravity force.
Can we get a panel of like Mao rising up out of this crater? Because I'm sure that looks pretty fucking terrifying. And I want to use my connecting the dots move.
Oh, excellent. Yeah.
When you push yourself to remember the version of someone that exists in your future, God damn it, mark a condition and roll plus memories. To go in with afraid after everything Mal just did. That is a 10.
Hey.
On a hit, you connect who they are now to who they are in the future. Choose the role that they fulfill in the future, and the GM will tell you about their future self. And on a 10 plus, ask a follow-up question. God, I feel really bad. I'm going to put Mal down for monster.
That's what I was hoping you were going to put. I literally typed that and then erased it.
Yep. So Mal is monster. GM will tell me about future self. And then after that, I will ask a follow-up question.
Awesome. So I think what clicks in your mind here is that in the future, there were these stories, and I think you don't know anyone that's ever like personally verified or personally seen this person, but there was stories of this being that was essentially a living black hole that was just causing destruction throughout the cosmos.
Oh, shit.
And I think it clicks in your mind, the connection there.
Oh, my
What's your
God.
follow-up question?
I love and hate that so much.
Like there's rumors of this like creature coming to a system and then just devouring entire planets into themselves.
Jesus fucking Christ. That feels right, though. I guess my follow-up question is, how can I stop that?
I mean, you could just kill Mal right now.
I mean,
Can I make a suggestion?
If you have a suggestion, yeah.
The Transform's entire arc is about being reminded of their humanity, and Mal is rapidly losing their humanity. If you could find a way to, like, remind Mal that they are in fact a human underneath the "I just moved a planet with my mind" nonsense, that might help.
I'm going to toss a little bit more on there. I think that's, you realize that you need to stop Mal from becoming this thing, because if they become this thing, you're not sure they can be stopped.
oof. Okay, cool. Oh, and when I write a name above, they gain influence over you if they did not already have it, and you already do. So I guess you get to shift my labels.
I think Savior down, Superior up.
And I'd like to get a panel of Fortali's face as all this information kind of clicks in place.
Horrified.
And from here, I think it's the three of you as like Mal's rising up out of this crater. And the beach is, at this point, pretty deserted. Everyone has run. We see like ships lifting off planet, getting out of here as quickly as possible. And I'm going to turn the scene over to you all for anything you need here.
If he's scared, let's finish him off.
I think as Jet says that, Mason just walks off.
If you want me to be able to see you as a teammate again, you're going to help me.
I keep walking.
Okay, well then, taking matters into my own hands. This thing retreated into the surface, right? And everybody's leaving. I wondered just how much damage I could do to this tiny planet, by doing what I do. I might need some help to make it a little more devastating.
So I think as Mason's walking off, Jet is there doing the Jet thing. I think, Mal, this is when you're landing. You were rejoining the group, right?
I don't want to land unless Mason is there. I need to have words with Mason. So I'm going to wait till they're all back together.
I'm walking off to have a phone call with our operative at Saber.
So yeah, I'm just going to wait till everyone's back. Or till we're at the ship.
Okay. Jet, I will throw out that, yes, you could try to giant water bore drill your way into the planet, but I think without one of the psychics to help you locate Royal Oil, it would be very difficult to find him.
Well, it's not my fault they don't want to help. Gonna try anyways.
Excellent. I think we just get panels of you boring holes down into the beach. Are you going just one hole as deep as you can, or do you want to do a frantic search with bunches of holes everywhere?
I was thinking I just put all of my energy into one hole. And if the planet shatters, that'd be pretty cool.
We're on the planet.
I will be leaving. Everybody else is leaving. I don't think I'm that strong.
Yeah, Obi, what are you doing while Jet is boring into this planet?
I think looking around at everything that has been happening, we see a wide sweep of Jet pouring a huge hole into the center of the planet. There's the crater that Mal had caused with all that water. Mason's walking away. I guess she's gonna follow Mason, just teleport over there.
Okay.
I don't want to be near Jet while he's doing this.
I think we're going to follow that then. Mason, what are you doing?
Can we have Ovi come in at the end of the phone call? Would that work?
Go with that, Obi?
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Cool.
So I'm wondering, should I roll or something to see if we made casualties, and if so, how many?
Huh.
I don't know what the tone is that we want to go for with Cosmic. I don't know. Because it seems like we did a really big thing to just hand wave away us. We put the planet back, everybody's fine.
Oh no, there's definitely going to be some consequences.
Yeah, I just want to have, I want to have Ovi come in as I am reporting to Saber what the results are of our mission.
Okay, there were definitely casualties, but exactly whose fault it was is kind of up in the air. And that, I don't think there's dead bodies lying around. There have definitely been people who were drugged completely under the sand. And if anyone died in that boardwalk explosion, they're just gone. So there were casualties, but exactly what actions led to those is kind of hard to decipher.
Yeah, sure. I just want to report collateral damage. I'm not going to say we killed so many people. That's maybe a bit dark, and that's not what I believe either. I just want to report to Saber, as a result of this battle, X amount of people died.
Cool. Are you looking for a conversation here, or is this more you want the tail end of this?
Yeah, I'm just going to explain the tail end if I know what the tail end of it is.
Okay, yeah. So do we want to frame this as Ovi jumping in and hearing that tail end, and that's all we want of it, or did you want more then?
No, that's all I want.
Okay. Cool. So I think, we'll set the scene with Mason. Where are you at this point? Where'd you go to make that call?
I think I just walked off into the distance, but not too far, just out of earshot.
Yeah, and we see did you teleport, or you just teleported, right?
Yeah, I teleported.
So we get Ovi teleporting in. I think Mason's back is turned, and Mason, if you want to give the tail end of what you were saying on the conversation there.
I think the tail end is just casualties, and then the number. Is there a number that we're gonna use?
I don't think I want to use a number.
Okay. So Ovi comes out behind Mason and hears Mason mention the casualty numbers to a person she can see, of course, and hear Mason say, "I think we need some help. This didn't go well." And then he hangs up just as Ovi steps up.
And we see Obi looking over at just the utter chaos. Just it didn't go well.
I think Mason turns around to Ovi and says, when when I came to your planet, is this what it looked like?
Like, do you mean when Mason's people came to Earth?
Yeah.
I don't think Ovi says anything, but you can tell from her face that, yeah, it looked like this.
I don't ever want to hurt people again, I think.
Yeah, that's not on my priority list, but we got two pretty destructive teammates.
Yeah.
We get an interjecting shot of Jet like half a mile down.
You didn't have a choice, but they kind did.
Yeah, I'm not too sure what to do about them.
Like, I can still feel him, Ovi. He's scared and he's running. And I can feel what Jet wants to do to him. And that's not the team I want to be in.
Ovi looks at Mason and just kind of like grits her teeth and is like, are you able to see Jet at all?
Does she mean physically?
Yeah.
Can we see Jet? Jet, where are you right now?
He's like in the earth. I'm asking if Mason is able to see him.
I can feel him.
Okay, then never mind. It's not gonna work. Yeah, can't portal him out of there if I can't see him. Shit.
Maybe this is a good point for Mal to come in.
Before you do, Mal, I just want to out of character. Jet, letting you know you're not going to find Royal. So at some point, let me know when you give up and how deep your hole went.
I think I've reached the bottom of the crust, which, is, of course, the thinnest layer of the planet. Still pretty thick, but also not that far. And I am absolutely, dehydrated now. I'm practically falling asleep.
Did your blue skin get, faded as you dehydrate?
I think what I said was, yeah, there actually is no visible aspect to this at all. He looks exactly the same. Lord knows where all of that water comes from. He's just dehydrated.
Delightful.
I think Mason looks at Ovi and goes, by my calculations, Chet will go unconscious in about 5 minutes.
Can you send one of you down there and get an eyesight on him?
Sure. And I think Mason splits and one of the Masons runs over to a nearby hole and jumps in. And then the other Mason takes Ovi's hand and she can see the Mason rushing down the hole, and then suddenly Jet appears in the distance.
And I'd like to open a portal under Jet so that way he and the Mason fall through it. And then
Cool.
open the other end of it, not too far off of the ground next to us.
Right. Mal, did you want to land before or after Jet was back?
I'll land after Jet is back. That's fine.
Okay, cool.
I don't know if you guys are going to say anything to Jet before I land, so I'll just jump in when it feels like an appropriate time. Unless you're not saying anything.
I don't want to say anything to Jet.
Do I need to unleash?
Nah.
Cool.
Or what just happened? So I fell through a portal and
I'd set the
You're
other
lying
end
on
of
the
it,
beach next to us.
right next to us. Also, another Mason probably falls on top of you.
yeah, I'm like, Angela, you came. And I start to reach out.
I think the Mason hits Jet in the stomach, poofs, and I think Jet goes unconscious. That seems fair, right?
Yep.
Can I make a suggestion for that?
Of course.
I think that's when Mal arrives, and I think the first thing you see is the second Mason falling and almost hitting Jet, and then just getting caught by Mal's gravity, and then just getting flung off to one side, 30, 40 feet flung away. And Mal walks up to Mason. I walk up to Mason, and I go, "Don't you ever fucking get in my head again." And then I look at Ovi and I'm like, "I'll see you at the ship, Captain." And then we see me popping a headphone back in, and we get the tail end of that song. The lyrics are really great for this situation, but I don't know if I should share the lyrics or not. Nice, he can decide if he wants to keep it or not. The lyrics to this are, the end of the song are, "My whole life is work built on the past. The time has come when all things shall pass. This good thing passed away." And that's the end of the song. And we see as Mal is walking away, they have Royal Oil's cane which I think still has Royal Oil's hand attached to it, as like slung over their shoulder. And every step they take, the sand underneath them turns into glass.
I think we see like that same shot of Mal from behind, but like further away, and we can see the backs of like Obi and Mason looking out after Mal.
Oof, I like it.
Also, I have a good gag panel for the end if we're ending it there.
Unless anyone wants anything more, I think that's a good ending.
No, that's where I wanted it to end.
I'm good.
Yeah, no, I'm cool. Okay.
Excellent. What is this gag panel?
We see Obi open a smaller portal in the water again, and then the other one is about 5 feet above Jet, and she just lets all of this water come crashing over him to like hydrate him and wake him up.
Moon Harbor Heroes is produced by Anthony Sheets, T.B. Huth, and Elliot Peterson, and edited by Anthony Sheets and Sean Geddes. Anthony can be found on Twitter at IcyNewYear or at icynewyear.com. T is a theater artist and educator in the DC area. She can be found at THuthPlaywright Youth94 on Instagram. Elliot can be found at Elliot Yellen on Twitter. That's ELLIOTYLEN. Sean can be found at The Crumpit, THECRUMPIT, on Twitter. Moon Harbor Heroes is played using Masks: A New Generation, written by Brendan Conway and produced by Magpie Games. The music in this issue is Work by Kevin MacLeod. A link to his website and the license will be in the show notes. Our logo was designed by Beautiful Beasties. She can be found on Instagram at beastly.doodles or on Patreon at patreon.com/beautifulbeasties. This issue is GM'd by Anthony Sheets. Stardust is played by T. Huth. Portali is played by Elliot Peterson. Jet is played by EXPHP. You probably won't find him at itsexphp on Twitter, but it's worth a try. Mason is played by Simon Meskins. You can find him as at Gilbereka, GILBERREKE on Twitter. If you want to get a hold of us, email us at moonharborheroes@gmail.com or find us on Twitter at moonharborcast. If you enjoyed this issue, please leave us a review on your podcatcher of choice or tell a friend. 5-star reviews and word of mouth are really the best way for us to keep bringing these stories to more people. If you'd like to support us financially, check us out at patreon.com/moonharborheroes. Supporting us there will give you access to bonus issues each month. And thank you for helping us save the world. We'll see you next issue.